Hey everyone, welcome back to Addie P's Real Estate Tea, where today we're going to chop it up real quick over July 2024 numbers. Now before I get into this video, if you like what you hear in the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel. I used to post weekly, haven't done so much lately, but I would love to hear from you all, so please comment and let me know if there's anything real estate related that you want to talk about, you want to hear about, and so forth. I'm always glad to yap and gab about real estate. All right, now if you do subscribe to the channel, please hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos on the channel. And you already know, if you follow your girl over on Instagram, don't forget to drop me a heart and show your girl some love. All right. Now, July was great. Here on a local level, we had some increase in inventory just like we did on the national level, which I'll get into the local numbers in just a bit. But on a national level, we are actually up to 4.1 months of supply. All right, of inventory, which I always say in the videos, 3.5 to 4 months worth of inventory is sweet for a nice, harmonious, balanced market. However, it's 2024 and the world is just going who knows where. So, needless to say, we do not have that sweet, harmonious market. So, in that retrospect, your girl stands corrected, okay? What is going on with this new dynamic here that we're seeing is that we have higher housing prices coupled with higher mortgage interest rates. So it's higher, it's more expensive, excuse me, to borrow money. And that's kind of shoving some folks on the sideline as far as buying and really kind of putting a monkey wrench into things. So that's where we're kind of seeing that weird shift here of, hey, we have enough houses to go around for those who are in the market to buy. So it's interesting to see with these promised rate cuts, if we get another rate cut, how things will be. There's talk that there may be another one coming in September. We shall see. If it does, great. That would be awesome. I'm sure music to a lot of folks' ears who have been really hanging out waiting. But when I tell you that, and this is for my buyer crowd out there, that when they say buy, it's not just realtors flapping their gums because we want to, sell you a house here. Yes, of course we want to sell you a house, but it's also, it's the truth, buy when you have the opportunity, because sitting here waiting for disaster to strike is just not a good strategy. And you always, in most cases, end up being on the losing end of that when you just hang out and I'll wait until this crashes, or I'll wait till that happens. You never know what kind of situation is going to be thrown and spun into the mix. So when you have the opportunity, you have the money, do it. Okay, that's your advice, your real estate advice here from Addie P here. All right, now on the U.S. forefront, home sales, they fell a little bit by 4.4% month over month and 4.4% year over year. All right, so it was just down a bit. But like I said, here locally, that was the opposite. So always keep that in mind when you're looking at real estate statistics and so on, that every real estate market is different. What's going on here may not be going on in Georgia, may not be going on in Washington State. So it's best to always kind of have your trusted, wink wink, real estate professional handy to really give you an insight on what's going on a local level. And again, a lot of this imbalance is due to higher housing costs, which the housing costs continue to skyrocket. And most industry experts think that this trend, this upward trend, is going to continue well into 2025. I think we have at least the first 6 months of 2025 to see elevated housing prices before we start seeing an evenness, a cool down. Now, if those interest rates go down even more, y'all folks that sat up and said, oh, well, we're going to just wait till interest rates go down and this, that, you are going to really miss out, because those housing prices are going to explode even more, and the demand is going to be astronomical. So wait around if you want, but now, on a local level, pending sales were up here in the Lehigh Valley by 11.2%. Inventory levels grew by almost 20% at 19.3% year over year. So we're doing good on increasing inventory. However, I have to throw into the mix that our inventory levels, while they did increase, the month supply was actually up by 25%. However, that only brought us up to 1.5 months worth of inventory, not nearly enough to meet what buyer demand that we still currently have. And also, it's not giving us that harmonious buy sell type dynamic here. And we too here in the Lehigh Valley, sellers, it's still your thing, it's still your market. You guys are looking at a 6.9% increase in inventory, or excuse me, in median sales price. Sorry about that. But to 348.5. All right, so that's great. So any sellers that are on the fence, get your behind off the fence and list your house. Get that equity. Now is definitely the time. Who's to say what events may occur within the next, 6 months or whatever. I'm not anticipating anything crazy, but I'm just saying, just like I tell the buyers, now is your time. If you have the perfect scenario and you have everything lined up that you need to, go and take that plunge and list your house. It will be worth your while, and you will be uh, elated by the amount of money that you see in your pocket in equity in most cases. All right, let me preface that and say in most cases, because sometimes it don't always work out that way. All right. But we have had a great July here in the Lehigh Valley, and I anticipate that the remaining months of 2024 will mimic that. Like I said, in election years, real estate tends to be a little bit more favorable, but it is 2024, so we'll see. All right, guys. Well, if there are any other, real estate related topics that you all want to hear about, please let me know. As you can tell, I love to gab about real estate. I'm hoping to have another video coming up soon, and to continue to gab and gab and gab about real estate. Well, until my next video, you all have a great one, a blessed one. Take care.